Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to do a video about Cape Town, just for those who are not familiar, who've been living under the rock, who are not familiar with the city. I'm driving there now to take pictures of one of my listings, but I wanted to generalize and include everything about Cape Town, particularly in the property market around the area. I found this recent video currently on YouTube. It's talking about Airbnb that is killing particularly the market for landlords who are trying hotels, I think. But you'll see in a video, it's just a short clips of what's currently happening here in the properties, particularly rental, and that Airbnb, it does per day. Is it per day or per week? You'll see guys on the video. But it's expensive. It's actually expensive to rent properties via Airbnb now compared to back in the days when it was first starting. So if you come to Cape Town, make sure that you don't stay long with on these Airbnbs. Contact me to find something quick, so I can find something quick for you, so that you are able to save money, because the Airbnb is crazy these days. And this is where you are concerned. If you are considering making a move, or you are curious about the market, today's video is for you. And the property market is very, very booming right now, guys. It's 2024. Which month is it? August. Yes, we are in August. August 2024. We are going to September. It's 29 August. Going to September. So the property market is booming at the moment, particularly the rental and also the sale. I've seen we've been selling a lot actually this couple of days and months. We sold a lot actually last month. We sold a couple of properties and rented a lot actually. Most people are coming to Cape Town, people. So if you are looking to buy and invest, this is the good time to do so. So we'll cover global shift, economic currents, and emerging lifestyles that are occurring here in Cape Town. So without wasting any time, don't forget also to like and subscribe to my channel if you want to get more content of the property market in Cape Town and what's currently happening. So without wasting any time, let's dwell into the video. Enjoy.
Welcome back to the Dan Corder Show. South Africa is a movie and you're on the watch party. Now, we are going to take a proper look, a deep dive at a housing crisis that combines many issues that South Africa faces, including cities becoming unaffordable for normal people, gentrification, foreigners at Gate and Mackenzie, and when tourism, which is usually a blessing, actually becomes a curse. So, of course, for this story, we're going to Cape Town, South Africa's annoying, good-looking sibling, who was born with natural good looks that he did not earn. And from that natural beauty, he got modeling work at a young age, which earned him a phenomenal amount of money that he did not earn. He was just pretty. And now he believes he's better than you because he's richer and more famous, even though it's not due to any earned ability. He's just got pretty privilege. Let's be honest, Cape Town, that's what you are. And I say that as a born and raised Cape Townian, you're literally just hot. And to be fair, that's a great thing to be. It's great being hot. I wish I was hot. And Cape Town is a bona fide cutie, which is why Cape Town has become one of the most famous and popular tourist destinations in the whole world. It consistently ranks top, or at least top 3, on rankings of best places to go. It welcomes millions of international tourists every single year. And that's been great for Cape Town and South Africa's economy. But now there are some serious warning signs for what extreme tourism is doing to the city and its people. And for this, we need to talk about Airbnb, the hugely popular app that lets you rent out your property on your terms to travelers and lets travelers choose from many different arrangements to find a great place to stay. Airbnb took the world by storm by outmaneuvering the established tourism industry, mainly by undercutting hotels on price and convenience, offering cheaper deals than hotels were offering. Airbnb was able to easily beat established rivals on price because it had enormous financial backing, which meant it could afford to make a massive loss every year so that it could hammer the hotel's business into submission. This is a common business strategy that has been used by many other companies, including Uber. And Airbnb has reached the same part of the business cycle that Uber has, and its dominance is mad, guys. In Cape Town, extra mad. Cape Town now has over 29,000 Airbnbs. We checked this morning. That's more than Berlin, it's more than Barcelona, it's more than Amsterdam, San Francisco, and Singapore combined. Now, that might sound great from one perspective. More rooms means more tourists, more money, more business, more jobs, right? Well, if it's that simple, then why are many cities around the world taking drastic steps against Airbnb? Just last month, Barcelona's mayor vowed not to renew any of the 10,101 tourist licenses granted to landlords when they expire in 2028. He said ending these licenses would equate to instantly creating 10,000 new homes for Barcelona residents. He says that mass tourism and Airbnb's part in mass tourism has pushed thousands of people out of their homes in Barcelona. Because when places are made for tourists, they are made for people with money. So the rental is much higher than locals can afford. And more places for tourists means less places for locals to rent, but the same number of locals looking to stay in their home area. More demand for fewer places means landlords can drive up rental prices. And the rent in Barcelona has increased 70% in the last 10 years. And just yesterday, actually, we'd already written the script, but just yesterday, Barcelona locals found a very creative way to protest against the situation. They squirted tourists at restaurants with water guns. Can you imagine this happening in Camps Bay? Like, can you imagine what there would be violence? And just so we're clear, guys, most Airbnbs are not families renting out their spare room or renting out their home while they're away. Most Airbnbs around the world and in Cape Town are owned by landowners who have bought up dozens of places to rent out on the platform. Some people in Cape Town own more than 150 properties listed on Airbnb. So locals are literally being bought out of their neighborhoods, and these super owners don't have to follow any regulations that hotels or bed and breakfasts have to follow. And it's worse than that, actually. Mass tourism also destroys businesses that locals need. Because if there's more money in selling imported coffee, avocado on toast, and mimosas to foreigners, why keep your general grocery store open? If there's more money in high-end boutique fashion for tourists, then why keep your everyday clothing store going? So the result is the city becomes unaffordable and unlivable, and locals are driven out of their own neighborhoods. And this isn't new. In Berlin, in 2016, 8 years ago, the government saw that mass tourism through services like Airbnb was causing rent hikes and displacement, and so the government took serious steps to regulate the short-term rental market to protect the city and its people. But in Cape Town, the government seems to not mind what mass tourism is doing to its people at all. In fact, since 2017, the DA-run local government has actively collaborated with Airbnb to get more Airbnbs in Cape Town. Here is once DA and now returning South African Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille, looking very happy with their Airbnb deal. They even created a new bylaw recently which allows for short-term home letting for up to 30 days, which makes it even easier for homeowners to rent out their properties on services like Airbnb. And if you're wondering, if you're grappling right now, if you're wondering how a company can get so far with a political organization and get away with being unregulated for such a long time, let me explain to you how politics works. This is Gwen Ngwenya. She's Airbnb's head of public policy for Africa and the Middle East. Before that, she was the head of the DA's Federal Policy Unit, responsible for development and alignment of national DA policy for the whole country. And that's not a state secret, by the way. That's on her LinkedIn from this morning. That's how Business buys off politics. I know. Thank you. Thank you. I knew I should have invited a crowd. And when asked about mass tourism, the Blue People and Airbnb trumpet the benefits of Airbnb to the economy through the strengthened tourism sector. But is there even reliable evidence of that? Because Patricia DeLille herself says that there isn't enough information available on Airbnb in South Africa to place restrictions on it. You don't know? And the only real claim about Airbnb in South Africa is by Airbnb itself. And you know they're basically going to write their own Tinder bio in this case. Airbnb claims that it has made more than 8 billion rand for our economy and created more than 20,000 jobs. And that sounds impressive, but the question obviously is, would there have been more money in our economy and more jobs without Airbnb? And newsflash, in every single country in the whole world, hotels create more jobs than Airbnbs. Every single one. And tourists are going to spend money on their travels, whether they're staying in a hotel or an Airbnb. So Airbnb can't claim that the money from these tourists staying in Airbnbs wouldn't have happened otherwise if they'd stayed in hotels. And Airbnbs in many of Cape Town's tourist hotspots are now more expensive than hotels anyway. And again, where is that money going? It's not going into the economy. It's not going into new jobs. It's going directly to the pockets of landowners at the expense of everybody else. And remember, most Airbnbs are only owned by a few landowners. The ones who own more than 150 properties are making all the money and not following any of the regulations that hotels have to follow. And of course, locals are being driven out. And you know it's bad when rich white Cape Townians are complaining. There is an entire scene on TikTok of particularly young white privileged Cape Townians laughing at frankly absurd rental rates for tiny, horrible little places in Cape Town. But they're laughing in shock and horror because even they are being priced out of the city. Look at some of these deals on offer in Cape Town right now. Here's our first place, 13,950. It had better be really nice inside because that's not, it's not. Hold on, let's see a little more. I don't know, does it get better? I would live in there and use that table, but not for 13,950. All right, this one's for 16,500. Maybe it gets better. No, guys, somebody died in that room. 2 people died in that room. That is not good. Okay, place 3. This is 12,000 Rand a month. That's the whole place. The kitchen is a ledge across from the bathroom. There's the bathroom. That is quite literally what has happened in Cape Town. It's a joke. But it's an awful joke because the prices are only so high because people are paying for these prices, guys. People are paying for these prices. And unsurprisingly, it is much worse for working class Cape Townians of color who desperately need to live near places of work to make money. Most of their families were removed far away from workplaces by the evils of spatial apartheid. And even those who managed to stay near work centers or move closer after apartheid are being driven away again. Because remember, what's happening to rich white Cape Townians is just gentrification. People move into an area who are wealthier than the locals, and slowly locals are priced out of that neighborhood. And when rich Cape Townians can't afford to live in the most desirable parts of Cape Town, the historically white areas, then they move into historically working class areas, colored or black areas, and their arrival drives out those families over time. And all of this is made harder by digital nomads. These are wealthy foreigners who can do their jobs online. Are the digital nomads here with us tonight? So they can work from anywhere. Recently, governments have tried to attract digital nomads to live in their countries in order to bring in money and business for their economies. Portugal and Mexico have both created digital nomad visas.
So guys, as we headed, it's a bit hectic out here in Cape Town. So, rather get something for yourself, buy if you can, or rent in the meantime while you build up your profile to buy. Without wasting any time, let's dwell into the video.
Did you know that Cape Town's property market has been making headlines lately? With stunning views, a vibrant culture, and a bustling rental market, it's no wonder so many people are considering buying renting here. In today's video, we're diving Cape Town's property market. We'll explore the rental market, investment opportunities, and how global trends, economic indicators, and demographic are shaping the landscape. Understanding this market is crucial if you're looking to make a move or just curious about what's happening in this beautiful city. Let's kick things off by discussing the rental market. Cape Town's rental prices have seen significant changes over the years. The demand for rental properties has surged, especially in popular neighborhoods like Camps Bay, V&A Waterfront, and Observatory. Many landlords have started to adjust their prices, often influenced by the influx of remote workers seeking short-term rentals. This has created a unique blend of options for both long-term and short-term renters. For someone looking to rent, the options are plenty, ranging from cozy apartments to luxurious villas. It's worth noting that the rental market here is heavily influenced by the tourism sector. Many property owners switch between long-term and short-term rentals depending on the season and demand. This adaptability has kept the rental market lively and competitive. Now, let's talk about investment opportunities. Investing in Cape Town's property market can be quite lucrative for those willing to dive in. With property prices stabilizing after a few years of ups and downs, now is considered a good time to purchase. High-demand areas such as the Atlantic seaboard and the southern suburbs continue to attract buyers. Investors are looking for properties that can give them high returns, and Cape Town offers many options across different price ranges. For first-time buyers, options like shared ownership or fractional ownership can lower the barrier to entry. This makes it easier for more people to invest without needing substantial upfront capital. Investors can also tap into affordable housing projects, which are on the rise. These properties often yield solid rental income while addressing the ongoing housing shortage in the city. When discussing investment, we can't ignore global trends. Cape Town has become increasingly popular among foreign buyers. People from Europe, the UK, and the US are drawn to the city's lifestyle and climate. This influx raises property values and rental demand, making it an attractive market. Moreover, the recent global shift towards remote work has amplified this trend. As companies become more flexible, individuals are seeking locations with a better work-life balance. Cape Town's natural beauty and outdoor lifestyle play a huge role in this shift. People want homes in stroll-friendly neighborhoods with quick access to beaches and mountains. Demographic shifts also impact the property market. Young professionals and creatives flock to urban areas for their vibrant social scenes and amenities. This change is evident in neighborhoods like Woodstock and Salt River, which have transformed from industrial zones to hip living spaces. Families, on the other hand, are looking for homes in suburbs with good schools and parks. Places like Constantia and Kenilworth have seen a surge in family-oriented properties as parents prioritize their children's education and play areas. Next, we must consider the economic indicators influencing this market. The South African economy has faced challenges, but Cape Town remains resilient. Low interest rates have made borrowing more accessible for buyers. It's essential to stay updated on interest rates, inflation, and employment data, as these factors directly impact your investment decisions. Additionally, home sustainability trends are on the rise, with many buyers seeking energy-efficient homes. This is partly due to rising electricity costs and increasing environmental awareness. Properties featuring solar panels and energy-efficient appliances are now more desirable than ever. As we step into the future, it's crucial to understand the impact of remote work on Cape Town's property market. With many companies shifting to hybrid working models, more people are looking to relocate. This shift is opening up opportunities in both the rental and buying markets. Many remote workers are prioritizing space and amenities that accommodate home offices. As a result, even suburbs further from the city center are becoming more attractive. This trend could reshape property values and rental prices in areas previously considered less desirable. Before making any decisions, whether buying or renting, it's essential to do your research. We encourage you to check property listings, explore different neighborhoods, and consider your lifestyle needs. And remember, once you've purchased or rented, take the time to